Howdy you lot, hope you're all well and dandy. It's a lovely, what morning is it? Tuesday morning this morning. Looks like I'm going to have to do a bit of investigative work in this old car, because that noise that I was telling you about the other day, well, on the way here this morning it got considerably bad. Sounded like there was a dead, dying squirrel underneath the bonnet. What have we got here? Let's get the old bonnet catch down. Stick thing. Where's it going? Goes on there. Yeah, it was bad, man. Yeah, it's definitely... You see, I thought it was something to do with the chain. I haven't really investigated yet. I haven't had the bloody time. But man, this morning it was going... Mate, it is like a proper bearing. I thought a bearing had broken up. I was like... If anyone's ever had a bearing, or anything, a bearing that breaks up, when they rattle a bit, and then when they properly break up, they squeal like fuck. Proper squeal, and it was squealing. And I thought, oh well, that's the end of that, that bearing's broken up, you know. But then it went. And I thought, oh fuck, it's completely gone now. Because if the bearing squeals, not all the time, everything's different, you know, nothing ever behaves in exactly the same way. But a lot of the time you'll have a bit of a rattle, that's the warning. The little bit of rattling or rumbling bearing is a warning, and then if you let it go, it will squeal because it's completely fucking broken up. And then if it goes so far as to stop squealing, it's just falling apart. You know, it's falling apart. There's nothing left if it stops squealing a lot of the time. And I thought, oh, that's that gone. I'm waiting for a cough and a splutter, and I'm waiting for it to stop, but it didn't. Anyway, I got here, and there's no noise. This is nothing. You know, and you can tell it's definitely this. It weren't nothing else squealing. It weren't nothing stuck in the brakes or nothing. You can tell the difference. And anyway, the noise went up and down with the engine revs. But there's nothing here now. It's just that rattle. The rattle's still there. Shame, because it's a nice engine. It's a bit dusty now because I've been driving it to work. There's a lot of dust at work. But you know, it's nice and clean. It sounds nice. It's nice and smooth. You can hear those little injectors ticking. You know, those 3 injectors ticking. Tick, 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 you know. While we're here, I'll prove to you. There's that chain in there as well, look, you see the chain. It's on, that's a good sign. I would know if it weren't on. I'd definitely know about it if it weren't on, that's for sure. It's all looking healthy in there. Yeah, it's definitely a pain in the arse. I've got to have it facing the right way, sorry you lot, I've got to have it facing the right way. But anyway, oh man, I thought that was the end of it. I thought that was it this morning. Oh well. I suppose now... Oh, there he is. Starting to squeal a little bit then. Yeah, just going to have to wait now then. See, the situation I'm in, I mean... Obviously, if anything breaks, I just want to, even the smallest, when it comes to engines, or anything in general, but particularly cars and any engine, if it's a little bit of a rattle or a tick, I hate it and I have to fix it, right? That's just the way I've always been. I have to fix things that aren't how they're supposed to be. But I'm in a situation at the moment where I haven't got enough money to buy any parts to fix it myself, yeah, and I certainly haven't got enough money to pay anybody to fix it. So I'm in a situation where I've just got to try and limp it, to try and slowly just hope that it doesn't get any worse. It's going to get worse, of course it's going to get worse. It's a lesson that you learn if you're naive enough, like I have been in the past. If you're naive enough to believe and think that something isn't going to get any worse, once a problem's there, it might last 4 years, it might last another 10,000 miles, it might last another 2 miles, it might last another hour. You don't know. But if you believe that a problem's not going to get any worse, then you're very stupid and naive. I've learned that lesson. Listen, I'm nearly 30 years old and I've been playing around with engines and cars for many years. So it's going to get worse. But I'm just in a situation where I'm hoping it doesn't get really bad anytime soon, and I can slowly try and save up some money to buy some parts to fix it. So I don't know what I need to buy yet. I mean, obviously it could be a £20 part, I can't see that. It could be a £120 part, it could be £220 part, I don't know. But I haven't got the money. There's no point in me taking it apart, you know, just to not be able to fix it. Yeah. So I'm just limping it, I'm hoping that it's going to be alright. That's the situation I'm in at the moment, and it's killing me, man. I fucking hate it. I really do. It's a lovely car, but I hate not being able to get it fixed. Anyway, that's enough of that for this morning. See, the more I forget what it sounded like when that rattle weren't there. But then again, like I said, I've told you before, right? That noise, that popped up at around 9,000 miles, and we're now on 14,000 nearly now. So it's been there for a good, what's that? 5,000 miles? Is that 5,000 miles? No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Because 10,000 to 15,000 would be 5,000, so 9,000 to 14,000 is 5,000. Fucking hell, really? Oh, well, there you go. That's a long time, eh? So it can't be that bad, can it? But then again, has it been there for that length of time? Does that mean that it's really starting to get battered now and it's really had enough? I don't know, but we'll find out. Poor little car, man. I'm sorry, little car. I'm sorry, little car, but thanks for keeping going. Thank you so much. You know. They can't be that bad, these gears, then, can they? If they put up with that, I'll just have to keep driving like a granny. We'll nurse it along. Bloody old Land Rover Discovery wouldn't be doing this. Nah, I'm only joking, alright? I'm not joking. I think what I might have to do is have another bit of a sell up. I ain't got a lot left to sell, to tell you the truth, but we'll have to have a bit more of a sell up and see how much money I can raise from selling bits and bobs I have got. I've still got a small collection of Stalker radios actually, but those, well, no one wants to buy those ones. Everybody wants a Stalker 9. Is it Stalker 9? Whatever the one that everyone wants is. Man, they can go for £200, but I ain't got one of those. The rest of them are about £5–10 each, you know, not a lot, but every penny does count. So I'm going to have a bit of a sell up, I think. I've sold most of my nitro cards. I ain't got a lot left, you know. I ain't got a lot left, but I'm going to have to do that, I think, to try and raise up enough money. You know, for money. You know what I mean? Money. It's a crazy old world, isn't it, really? Very crazy old world. You know? How you don't think it's weird and crazy how you need money to buy things? Why can't we just walk around and go, alright, John, yep, can I buy that from you? Lovely. Yep. Here's my payment. There you go. There you go, John. It's my payment. Yeah. It's a rock. It's my payment. Or why can't we just bake someone a loaf of bread? Back in the olden days, people used to bake each other bread and use it as payment, or get a donkey. I could go over the road and get a donkey from a field and be like, here you go, Mr. Car Garage, parts place seller, Kia. Here's my donkey. Can I have some parts for my car, please? Thank you very much. I'm going to invent my own currency, and that currency is going to be the currency that I invent. And when I invent that currency, you can buy everything with that currency, and there's going to be no need to be ever short of that currency. Okay? So when that currency is about, I will let everybody know, and everybody can have some of the currency, and everybody can go out and buy some stuff with the currency, and the currency is going to be the new way of buying things. No gayness is involved, you know, none of this gay, oh, we've got to go and earn some currency. None of this earning currency. You can just have some currency, and that will be dandy, and everything will be fine. Okay? It'll probably be in the form of pterodactyl feet, or something like that, you know, Tyrannosaurus Rex skin, something like that.